Hi everyone, welcome for this new weekly community show. I hope you're all doing well, all enjoying the summer, all enjoying all kind of things, including all the new super cool games that has been just released last week. But speaking about Embers Adrift, today we will be chatting about the new QA improvement, the new change that you can expect for the patch at the end of this month, so the Tuesday 29th of August. We will be sharing some communities news as well as a shout out to a content creator. So that's the program for today. Before we get into the reading of the QA note, I just want to remind you what's the plan for this patch. So first of all, we will have the hunting log. The hunting log is a new log that every player will have access to, and that will collect the number of kills for different creatures. As you level that number, you will unlock different perks. Those perks are mostly cosmetic, but also some statistic against the creature in question. So for example, you kill 10 crocodile, you receive a title. You kill 100 crocodile, you can choose a statistic that will be used only versus crocodile. That's all. So more you are fighting crocodile, the better you become at fighting crocodile. Isn't that wonderful? And then you can have plenty of very fancy title showing your expertise at killing crocodile. So what's the point of the hunting log? It's first a fun way to celebrate all the killings you have done. Obviously for you, old player that has been starting the game 1 year ago, or maybe not as much, but a few months ago, you will have to rekill all the creature as you go. So it might have a little hint of frustration because we cannot do this retroactively. But for a new player, as they progress through the game, as they level their new character, naturally they are going to kill all those creatures. They don't have to specifically farm them. So as they adventure through the world, they will acquire new title, new resistance, depending of the mobs they are fighting the most often. And like I was saying in the last episode, if you are farming a certain creature for your region, for example, let's say you are a supporter and you're killing a lot of bears, so you can have their salve, it will be very useful to have some dis resist, for example, or some resistance towards the damage of the bear, so you can kill them more efficiently and gather your salve more easily. So the hunting log is also a way for you to, if you are a completionist, to really see that you are completing every step. It's another way of progressing your character. But it's absolutely optional, you don't have to do it, so it's really up to you. So that's the first things we will be talking about. The second thing is some combat change. So the combat change is first to improve the combat, to make the combat feel smoother, more responsive, a little bit more interesting. But at the same time, it is also to prepare the work for alchemy. In addition of that, there will be new quests, but we're not really going to talk about that, and new Ember vein. Alright, let's get started and let's read the change for this week. So like I was just saying, on the docket for this month, but not guaranteed, hunting log, new quest, new EV, combat refinement, and alchemy preparation. That is not something you will see, however. Alright, so we have been reading all of that last week, so if you want to know about it, I recommend you to check out the community show of last week, but we are going to speak about August 10, 11, and 14. August 10. Fixed lingering strikes to have a 0-second execution time. Fixed follow through and wild strikes execution time for different tiers. Added notification when a hunting log perk is unlocked. Hunting log entries now show all potential stat contribution in the upper right, even if they are +0. Fixed an animation issue that will sometimes result in your character dropping into the ground or performing a flying kick for a moment. Okay. 11 August. After feedback, various gathering crafting changes have been reverted. Here is the current state of things, and this is relatively important because we are going back to what we have been talking about last week. Skinning drops from hunting follow original sources and are no longer random. Materials skip tiers again reduce the total count of unique resource type per level range. Removed a raw component degrade recipe. Without a natural source of downgraded material, those recipes sidestep normal progression and needed to be removed for now. They may return at a later date. Characters have been copied from live as at 11th August 2023 to avoid any confusion with the removed material. So I know to have discussed a little bit with Adrift and Undone, so the crafting change need more time to be done properly, and so we will be doing that at some point. Fixed mob that have attack that heals themselves should now only heal themselves if the original attack landed. Added missing blue color from some tiers of turquoise. Ashen mangrove damage shield reduced in damage. Mole bear are skinnable. Rejoice! Oh, you have been asking this for so long. 2 chevron mobs have had their hit point increase from previous QA values. 4 chevron mobs have had their hit point increase from previous QA values. And this is because of the change in combat. As the combat is more fast-paced, the mobs need to be a little stronger, otherwise you're going to destroy them. Added a new Ember Vein to the northern part of Highland Hills, not yet accessible by player, but it will be ready by the end of the month. Yay! Hooray! A new Ember Vein. Reconfigured all weapon-based ability animation to better align with the recent execution time changes. This should yield a greater variety of combat animation along with more consistent results. There are still a few lingering issues with non-weapon-based animation that will be addressed next week. Isn't that nice? So it might still not be perfect, and probably the I wonder if the two-hander walking is still in the game. Probably. It will probably still be in the game. Some people hate it, some people love it. It's just kind of funny. Now I think we need to keep it. It's like the bee of knowledge. To compensate for the recent time to kill increase for high-level mobs, we have reduced the amount of experience required by level per level at those higher levels. The reduction range from about 10% at level 25 to 35% at level 49. The early part of the game remained largely unchanged. Alright, so the mobs are longer to kill, but they will yield better experience. August 14, humanoid NPC ability animation improvement, further player ability animation improvement, fixed an issue where guards were not helping against previous passive creature, fixed an issue where respecting your hunting log did not remove a previously chosen title. Ashen creature will now sound a little bit different from their non-ashen counterpart. Ooh. Improved spawn location reliability in the Midland Oasis area. Through the wall cave and up until you enter the spider cave, you will respawn at the river, north of the wolf cave. Anyone in the spider cave will respawn in the southeast of the zone, just north of the spider plateau entrance. So you are not removed, you're not respawning at the oasis. Alright, that's all for the patch notes. Do you have any question? The last bit is that when you are in the wolf cave, you respawn at the wolf cave and embering. The embering that's the closest to the wolf cave. And if you are in the spider cave, you respawn at the other embering. So it is more consistent. But you are not respawning at the oasis. You were never meant to respawn at the oasis anyway. Alright. Now I do have something else to speak about, which is a little thing, but I hope you will like it. I hope you will like it, guys. Okay, are you ready? It is a nice, well, I hope it's nice, new little saying. Weekly game. Dun, 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 dun. Let me introduce you the weekly game. What is the weekly game? Every week perform a simple task for a chance to be selected and win 1 gold coin. Isn't that amazing? So weekly game on Discord. This is a new little activity that I'm organizing for you guys, hoping that you will find it silly and fun at the same time. Every week you will have a silly little task to perform for a chance to be selected and win 1 gold. The task will be level agnostic, so everyone, including new player, can participate. Each week during the community show, the game will be presented. Players will have 1 task to perform during that week and post it on Discord with a screenshot as proof in a special channel dedicated to the minigame. Each participant will be assigned a number. In the next community show, I will pick a number randomly. The player associated with it will win 1 gold. Those minigame or weekly quests will always be different, a little bit silly, and hopefully you will find it fun to engage with them. It is absolutely optional and the reward is mostly symbolic. The main goal is to have fun together. You will find the weekly game here, so it's exactly the same post. So this week, what is the minigame? Defeat a yellow 2-chevron mob naked. You can team up, everyone needs to be naked. Naked means no armor at all, not even boots. You can use your weapon. Post a screenshot proving your victory in nakedness. 1 screenshot per participant, even from a same team. Alright, so what it is? It's just a silly little occupation, it's completely optional, that's why the reward is not amazing either. It's just for fun, so you have funny little things to do. This week will be to kill a chevron, to mob a yellow one, to make it a little harder, but you cannot wear your armor. Have fun. Maybe you can be, I'm not saying how much people you need to be in that group. You can be a lot of player. I don't care. You can even be 2 group, as long as everyone is naked. No, it's really a little activity that I'm adding myself. So it's just, and escapist is 1 whole gold coin, yes. Just for you, if you win. So, do we need a group to participate? For that challenge, it might be better to have a group to participate. But it's not a rule. If you want to do it by yourself and kill a yellow 2-chevron mob naked alone, you are very welcome to try. There is no rule for this week that impose you to be in a group. Maybe another week I will impose you to be in a group. Naked 4-chevron boss. Just... So no slot other than weapon, yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Just the weapon and then all naked. I know it's a challenge. It's a challenge. What can you do with 1 gold coins? Well, you can purchase a whole row in your inventory, for example. I didn't want it to... I know that for a new player, 1 gold is a lot. For a higher level player, 1 gold is laughable. But the goal is not really to... The goal is not really to win a gold. The goal is to participate and have fun. And to have something new to do and and just having some, you know, like some chance. Yeah, shields counts like a weapon, even if it's not a weapon, but that counts as a weapon. So I hope it will be fun. And maybe this week challenge is very hard. Maybe next week I will do something less hard. It will be always different, but I just wanted to be funny. It will be this kind of little fun stuff. So hopefully you will find that fun. So how do you participate? You can post here and you will post your screenshots. You can post the story related to your screenshots if you had a lot of fun doing it or not. But there it is. Hello Ash Beyond Gaming, I hope you're doing good too. So you can find the weekly game here in the community, just below Kudos Thanks and above Off Topic. Alright, so that will be it. As we're speaking about more community news, this is something that I try to do as well, is to really encourage players to use more the LFG channel on Discord and to find a way to make it easier to make groups with the circumstances that we are in now. So I'm still thinking about different stuff, but at least I will be posting my plan for the week for the 3 stream I do for Embers Adrift, so you know what content you can expect, etc. Let me show you the screenshot about this. Yeah, not a screenshot, but basically here. So I posted in the LFG. So plan for my 3-day of stream in Embers with my duelist 27. So today it was Flooded Ruin. Tomorrow it will be Aquifer and the Crafts. And Thursday it will be CV2. I will go with my duelist anyway, even if she's way too high, but I need to complete the quests. And it will be my chance to bring some lower level player with me and to do that content with them. So for doing CV2, it should be 12-15. We're going on the exile side. So there it is, and I'm going to do that every week. So if you want to participate, you know what I'm doing and what I intend to do. But it's still, you know, this kind of things is always a snowball effect. So you have less players that play, so it's harder to get group, therefore people are discouraged and they do something else, etc, etc. And you need to revert the tendency, you need to revert the spiral and having things spiraling up instead of spiraling down. So basically that's at which situation we are. It doesn't matter if it's because there's the release of Baldur's Gate 3 in Palia, if it's because the experience is too slow, or because it's Mercury retrograde. We don't care. They need to find solutions so the people that are present are enjoying themselves as much as possible. It can be very amusing to have a very small community if you organize yourself well. It's just required to be organized differently. And then you can have the best time in the world. Very often my best memories in my MMORPG life where during the downtime, for example, at the end of an expansion in World of Warcraft, you have 75% of the server that is taking a break, and then you have 25% that is having the time of their life, because you're doing all kind of things a little bit differently, and you get to know people differently. So it can have good side, but you just need to find the right way to organize things, which is what I try to do. So I try to get inspiration very fast and to be able to compensate the lack of population right now. So the people that are present have fun. If they have fun, they can bring back some friends, and then we spiral up instead of spiral down. That's my goal. So Valustress is saying it's not because this old MMORPG style game attract a very niche of the gamer population, so your market saturation is already pretty low. Add to that the fact that other games are releasing significant content that will lead to even less players that you can grab. Yeah, absolutely. So it is, but this is something we are well aware. So our game is not aimed for everyone. We have not created a game for the mass. To create a game for the mass, you need to be very, how can I say? Because you need to please a little bit of everyone. So the whole game is a giant compromise. Here, we are not compromising on certain things that will rebuke certain player. We have those type of discussion all the time. But we are well aware of that, and we embrace it fully. And like I was saying earlier, Embers Adrift have a certain purpose. The purpose is to create a challenging, long journey that you share with friends. To obtain that, you need to put in place certain things that will increase the immersion, increase the challenge that you need to overcome with other players, the interdependency between players, etc. Because it is something, it's an experience that has completely disappeared from the market nowadays, even from the original games, because they have been softened with the years. So what we try to have is to have a real modern take upon old concepts and recreate the experience of a long journey to share with friends. And for that, you really need to place the player out of their comfort zone. And it can meet a lot of resistance. I do not think that there is only old school player that can be interested by this game. The proof is Shoutout, for example, which is a relatively young player, is enjoying the game to some extent. I'm not saying he finds it perfect, but he's enjoying the game. And there's reason for that. If we are not allowed, so to speak, to create this game, the game has no reason to exist, and we have no reason to work on it. So to soften the game to the point where the game loses its purpose, there's no reason to do that. I think we'd rather give up on the project in that case. But we are not done yet. We are working really hard because we do believe this concept, which is probably the only one in the market, which is new, etc., is valuable and will appeal to player. So I'm not saying the game is perfect. No, we need to refine plenty of things. We need to add content. We need to polish certain things. We need to reevaluate other things. But the core idea is there, and that's the experience we want to offer to player. So Elder is saying, streamline the grind, player, group and combat more, bling in the attack for the lack of magic aspect, better looking gear and weapon, etc. They are working on one. Yeah, we are working on all that kind of things. Alice, I'm telling you, more cosmetic dice and style for crafting. Yeah, but for that we need more artists. Or we need to make our artists work faster and more. So, and at the moment, they're busy. They have their handful. That's the thing, you know, it's the one of the main issue we have to give and offer a lot of content is that we are so limited in size. Like, we literally have one person to work on each subject. And if our artist is working on a new prop for a new super quest, well, he cannot work on new equipment during that time. Eyeshadow lipstick. So Ash is saying, since a lot of the time is spent in combat, the update on the animation will surely come in handy. Well, it was needed as well because the time of certain abilities are changed. If you were leaving the old animation, it will look ridiculous because it will not be synchronized anymore. So the animation need to be synchronized with the new timer of those attacks. And as we're at it can be polished and tweaked. We still do not have a artist animator in the team. So it will just be synchronization, polishing, and that kind of things. It's not going to be brand new animation because we don't have the artist for that. I wanted to do a big shout out to the Nathan Napalm. If you are following the Nathan Napalm, you will see that you can read the news here in his community tab. He was a full-time content creator. Unfortunately, he cannot be a full-time content creator anymore because it's a hard job, it's difficult, and he has to provide for his family. So he has written a text. I'm not going to read because I don't want to do that here. But you, if you're interested, I suggest you to read it. But what I wanted to do is to speak a little bit about the Nathan Napalm because he has been really supporting Embers Adrift so much. He has been creating so much content for the game. He has been streaming it. He has been gathering a community around it. He has done a very excellent job. I'm extremely grateful for the Nathan Napalm presence in our community, and I think the whole team at Stormhaven is very grateful for that. And so it's not because he's not full-time anymore that he's dropping his job as a content creator. So continue to follow him, check out his video. He's covering all kind of subjects. He's doing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3 content at the moment. He has his Let's Play, obviously, but also guides and interesting video. He has covered a lot of the Embers Adrift content. He's providing also video for the Pantheon game, etc. So I really recommend you to check out the Nathan Napalm. He also have a very enthusiastic, very passionate way of sharing his passion for games. He has a lot of experience, so he has, how can I say, a very grounded opinion about the game, and I think it's overall very positive and very enthusiastic, and I really like his vibe. So it was really nice to discover his interest for Embers Adrift and to see this interest growing and growing as the game progressed. So I have a lot of gratitude for the Nathan Napalm, and so I would like to give him a little help if I can. Check out his channel if you have not done already. Give him some love. So he can come back full-time as soon as possible. For that, you need to have a nice audience, and you know what? You can help by liking his video and increasing the algorithm so everyone can participate on that. Alright. I'm going to give you a little link towards the Nathan Napalm YouTube channel. There it is. But I thought that, especially as the first wave of player, they had it so hard because not all of the content were released at that time. They deserve to have a special title for their achievement. I thought it was nice. But you know, when someone got something special, it can always create some jealousy and some comments and things like that. I thought it was a good idea. Yeah, the days is also once again now. Ooh, nice. Yeah. It's much faster. So because you're using your ability much faster, there's all kind of balance that needed to be done to ensure that the combat doesn't become trivial. So, like I was saying earlier, when you're a solo player, you're supposed to solo one Chevron. 2 Chevron is aimed for a small group, and 3 Chevron is aimed for a group from 4 to 6. And that's also where you will get the best experience and the best chance of loot as well, because, you know, higher the difficulty of the mob, the better the loot it can be. So here, let's see our log. I have killed another creature, so I am doing the raccoon. So the raccoon, the title is Raccoon Hunter, Raccoon Stalker. Here it will be different, +6 hit mental debuff resist, +3 chemical debuff resist. So each creature have different type of stats that you can choose. You can see all of the title actually. Here you have the choice between Decimator or Annihilator. Here Dominator or Terminator. Okay, Spider. Alright, let's see how the spider is. Usually I die from spiders. So we are going to test and see if I can survive this spider. Now that I can kill faster. Let's not forget to use our... Ooh, that was instant? I think that was instant. Yes! To me, it feels easier. Alright, now we have a new creature. Here the spider, what are the stats? Stun resist and daze resist for a spider? Okay. But you have a lot of spider that are stunning? Okay, so elk, it's mental debuff, hit and chemical debuff. Raccoon is mental debuff, chemical debuff and hits, but a lot more hits. No, it's the same. And the spider is movement, stun and daze resist. Okay. If I find a bunny, the title will be the same, but except that it will be Quillback. Okay, so it started by Hunter Stalker, Decimator, Annihilator, Dominator, Terminator, Killer, Nuker, and well, that's a stat again. But I think there will be a special title also, which will be unique and hidden. Maybe I was not supposed to say that. Okay, here we will find a bear. Well, because I think that's probably a raccoon, that's a wolf. How does it feel with the bow? Oh, it feels very nice with the bow. Oh, yes. You still daze me. Damn it. Need to see what are the stats for the bear. I hope it will be daze. We'll have to see that. So all title for every creature is the same depending of the... Oh, I got some urine for you, Cyanide. Not that. Here, bear. Okay, so here it will be daze resist. 3 physical debuff resist and 1 physical damage. So we can do more damage to the bear. That's really cool. It's very nice. That's what you want, right? I think I really like the hunt log. And it also gives you a little summary of the statistic you have chosen. You see? Well, here it's of course 0 because I've done nothing, but there you are. I think it will be very fun. You know, it has kind of the same style of interface. I think it's classy and simple. It's nice. So... so you can choose a new perk for all that number. So when you kill 10, you have a title. When you kill 100, you can choose a stat. So you have a choice and you need to make your selection. If you kill 250, you have a title, 500, you have a stat, etc., etc., up to 3000. You can also respec. If you respec, you are losing every progress. Obviously, you will have to re-kill all the creature. So let's imagine you're 3000 and you say, I should not have taken, I regret all my stat choice. I'm happy with 500, but 1500 and 2500, I want to respect my stat choice. Then you are resetting to 1000, for example, and you will have to re-kill the 2000 creator for spacing. Am I answering your question, Cyanide? Is it clear for you now? So, like usual, pay attention to what you choose. You can respect, but you don't want to respect. However, you can respect. You will have to reform the mobs, but the number of kill will still stay. The kill count is just for your knowledge, your information. Obviously, for every existing character, it will not be your real kill count because you have already killed a lot of those animals. But when you do a fresh new character, then it will be the correct kill count. And this hunting log is the first step into creating more of that type of content. So here I have the wolf. So the stats for the wolf are physical damage, mental debuff resist, and movement debuff resist. Which makes sense because they are doing a hamstring. And I think I kill a lot faster. I also have the feeling that the chevron... I don't know. So, I have the feeling I have explained the things properly. So every tier, you can choose one stat among the 3 stats. It is up to you what you're choosing. You can choose something different at every stage, or you can choose all the same. So, is it more clear now? No, you have to make a choice. So you have every time a selection, 3 proposition of statistic, and you may need to make a choice. So it's a way in kind of specializing your character to make a sort of build. For example, if you're really annoyed with the days of the bear, you will choose that, for example. But then you're not making more damage to the bear. Exactly. So every next unlock you choose between 3 stat or 2 title. Exactly. And here I should have a second raccoon. Yeah. Here raccoon kill 2. Need to rest a bit. Okay, I could cheat that a little bit. Or I do it the proper way. Let's do the bear. Because there's several bears there on the road, so I'm going for the bear. Let's do it. Well, we need a little bit of action. Also, we can try the new speed of the combat. Alright, Iron Knights. Yeah. Does that count? Yes. So now I need to find 3 more bear. I think the dough will be different. No, that's not good. Alright, using my gem power. I'm not sure where there's a nice concentration of bear in this area. Let's see here. We have raccoon. So I'm totally cheating here, guys. But it's for the... So here the dough will be different than the stag. You see, the dough are different. And they have a different stat as well. Physical damage, 6 hit and 3 stun resist. While the elk does not have... no, we don't want to go here. Well, yeah, I could go in Midland actually. It might be a good idea. There's more bear. We are going to kill some quillback psionites for the scientific experiments. But not 3,000. I'm not willing to go that far. But I am very happy with the hunt log. I think the hunt log is really cool. Sayonara, a cool feature that you could add if not already have it with the hunting log is to see totally how many of a type of mob has been killed by everyone in Ember. Could have event like ESO did when we murdered dragon for charity. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. That's kind of a cool idea. But I don't know if we have that. It could be fun. I will ask. Okay, let's go to a nice bunny rock. That's a nice bunny rock. Should have plenty of bunny around. Oh yes. Not sure if it works like this. Yes, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay, and a few more. And voila. So let's see for science. Perk available. Yeah, we did it, guys. We have unlocked a perk. Now let's select the title. Do I want to be a quillback hunter or a quillback stalker? Let's do a soul stalker. And voila, the quillback stalker. Now I can choose to wear, sorry, this, there we go, GM, Hero of Storm Heaven, Founder, Drifter, Wanderer, Brigand, and quillback stalker. There we go. Now to see it, I will have to go in my option, gameplay. There we go. Quillback Stalker Elloa. Isn't that nice? There we go. I think it was a nice little overview of what the hunting log is. As for the combat, I imagine that it will be beneficial to show how it feels on a different class, maybe. So let's take a defender. I have a defender. So I can show you how a defender is fighting. I think it's continues to start to count the kill, but it's not offering any perks. And I think the idea was also so players will not be like feel forced to farm for ungodly amount of time. Hey Alexina, hi, how are you doing today? I saw you were logged in the QA server. Are you trying the hunt log? Okay, let me take the Juggernaut just so to see the combat change with a tank. So I am going to zone again. Ah oui, mais le serveur est de nouveau réouvert. Là maintenant c'est terminé, tu peux y retourner, Jess. So Cyanide, every animals are in the hunting log, humanoid or not. Alright, so we want to fight something. Let's find a little basilic here or something. Yeah, Dryfoot is not the easiest. So if you want to solo play, Highland Hills is much better than Dryfoot. Dryfoot is very nice as a group play, not really nice as a solo player. It's a bit more complicated. Because the mob are very sparse and And when you have group of mob like those, it's kind of difficult to do. Especially as I don't have any kunai. So I cannot even pull. I can only do body pull. Hello? Hi? Yeah, you see, I have half the camp with me. That was bad. I'm going to run them. Okay. And then I'm going to take this little spider here. Ant, I mean. Boo, 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 leave me alone. Okay. Alright. Where's my ant? I saw an ant. It's gone? Ah, there we go. So let me see how that goes. Oh, that was instant. Oh, this is also instant. Yeah, that, the taunt is instant. That's once again instant. Very nice. Once again. That's instant as well. Well, that's another taunt. Okay. It's very good. Here's the... Yeah, it makes the game much more dynamic. We will have to see what a new player that has never played the game or that come back to the game feel when they play, especially at low level. You know, when you're level 1, how does it feel? And you can see that the animation are working fine, right? There you go. So I wanted to find another target to feel the combat. I think especially for tank it's going to be much funnier. I will be almost curious to try to make a new character just to see how it feels to be a new character with that combat style. There we go. Yeah, some spells are just instant and that feels really great. Yeah, I think it's good. Is there anything that you guys want to see? Here we have the ants. We can check the stat of the ants. The ant will be penetration, chemical resistance, and movement resists. Of course, against the same creature, obviously. The basilisk is +6 hit, 2 penetration, and 3 stun resists. And the wolf is physical damage, mental debuff resist, and 3 movement debuff resist. Okay, so that is what you can find. And I think the interface is really well made. I don't know what you guys think. And every hunting log is of course per character, it's not per account. So you will have to work on a new hunting log for each of your character. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys for today. What are we testing out there? So here we're on the QA server, and there's 2 nice change that you can test out, and we need all the feedback possible. The first one being the hunt log. So when you kill a creature, it goes into your hunt log, and then you are unlocking certain things, certain perk, every time you reach a tier. So for example, for 10 creature killed, so 10 wolf killed, you can choose a title. If you have 100 kill, you can choose a stat that will increase your capability against those creatures. So it's not a stat you have for everywhere, it's just specifically against wolf. So you will have all creature that you can target. Like for example, I'm killing this quillback, I will have a new target in my book. And then you also have change in combat. A lot of the ability have been the cast time, so to speak. The execution time has been reduced to once again or instant. So you have a lot of instant abilities now. The cooldown is still there, obviously, but it's pretty interesting. I wonder how the Berserker will feel with that change. Obviously, as the cast time have been changing, the difficulty of the mobs have also been increased, because otherwise it's too easy. Alright, so now in our book we have the quillback, and the stat for the quillback, it's plus heat, chemical and physical resist. And here I saw toad, so let's take that one as well. Let's see what the toad is offering. Oh yeah, it's confusing me, oh my god. I was wondering why I'm not, that's not in the direction I'm going. So we will have a mental debuff, I think. Resist, something like that. Yes. So the toads. Oh, physical damage, heat and death resist. Okay. So no confusion resist, alright. Okay, so the confusion, you will still have it. That makes sense, I suppose. I wonder what the bats are offering as stats. Anyway, that's it for the tests for today. And voila, that's it for today. Thank you so very much for watching this video. I hope those videos are informative and interesting. You guys take care of yourself, and I want to thank you that are playing the game, that are continuing to share moments of your life with us in the community. If you have any suggestion related to community content or to fun stuff for the community show, please let me know. You take care of yourself, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone. Voila, that's for it. Now let's go Thank you, Cyanite.